Yo, what is going on, my fellow weebs? Chrono here, and welcome back to the channel. So today I'll be going over just a few things you need to know. I was gonna say post-maintenance, but we didn't really have a maintenance. Basically, the new updates you've got for this week. But before jumping that, if you're new here, as always, I'm Chrono. I primarily cover PSO2 content. Would much appreciate a subscribe as we work way towards that 10K mark, hopefully, at the end of this year. Anyway, let's go ahead and jump into this. So here we are over on the site, ngs.pso2.com. In case you're thinking to yourself, why would I sit here and listen to this guy reading this information? I can totally check it out myself. You're absolutely correct. ngs.pso2.com. Scroll on down here. Look for the articles that usually have the little red dot next to them. To be perfectly honest, not all of these are going to be important. If you're not sure which articles actually are important, just check the video description. I'll have them linked for you. You can just go ahead and pull them from there. All I ask is that you like the video, maybe toss a subscribe if you enjoyed the content itself, or maybe throw in a comment, something along those lines. Would really help me out and very greatly appreciate it. So not a whole lot to cover this week. It's basically just one fight. We have rank 2 version of Dalion. Some of the attacks look pretty interesting. We've got walls that are popping up. Looks like this is happening in phase 1 and 2. Also says it has some other new attacks. The only thing I noticed new specifically from here are these red things. It's just like the orbs that he throws whenever you're not close enough to him. You can kind of see based on the little red or the little black line here that, you know, and their allies aren't too close or aren't close enough to this to keep them from throwing those things. So might be talking about these things here specifically, but not 100% sure. We'll have to go ahead and try it out, and we'll talk about the drops here in just a moment. Failure clause as usual, the 5 incapacitations, or if you exceed the time limit, you'll be kicked out. And as always, they'll be adding weekly tasks and new titles tasks as well. Taking a look at the event schedule, we have our usual PSO2 day from the 1st to the 3rd, actually goes to the 4th, 4 a.m. And the 21st to the 23rd or 24th at 4 a.m. So you got a little bit of leeway, a little bit of extra time. Basically, PSO2 day is now essentially like 6 days and 8 hours every month, which is kind of cool. So you do have extra access to a few extra buffs and some other rewards you guys have access to overall. Play NGS Ultra Build Up Battle Power Campaign. We've already know about this. We covered this in a previous video. Head Start 10 a day also covered. Enhanced Support Campaign. This is actually pretty huge. I mean, granted, you should have already done this during this campaign itself anyway, but you now have the confirmation. Upgrading your Ectasis, upgrading your Exilios, totally fine. Go ahead and jump over to them. If you're someone using an Eridim, or if you've been holding off, waiting to decide if you want to go ahead and go over to them. Of course, Wingard is still stronger than the new weapon itself. We covered that in a previous video. You're more than welcome to check that out on the channel. But they have confirmed that if you were going to go ahead and create this weapon, that it will upgrade into the next weapon itself, and it's going to retain all of the augments, all the upgrades, all the limit breaks, all the potential unlocks, all that good stuff. You don't have to worry about any of those things at all, including the fix it too. So only they didn't confirm was CV, to be perfectly honest. I'm not even sure the weapon actually changes. So we'll have to see how that actually works when it comes out. But overall, you're totally safe to go ahead and make your new weapon. Well, taking a look in game, we can actually, why am I not remembering my keybinds today? There we go. So we actually take a look at the fight. We can go ahead and click on it here. You can see it's Exilio Swords, Ectasis Armor, add preset skill 1, Wingard Almighty, not CV. That's a bit of a throw in my opinion. Endemio, Sorrel, and Foundia. So pretty standard reward, nothing too crazy here. Hopefully it drops a lot of Exilios. That way we're able to bring the prices of those down at a fairly substantial rate, to be perfectly honest. I'm ready for those to be low enough for us to just smash them for fixes and have a good time. Ectasis Armor, of course, this is already at that point, so it's already low enough as it is. This is probably going to drive down even more, but we'll have to see how that goes. We're just looking for high fixes at this point. It's kind of where the game is kind of moved towards, a little bit away from the high expensive weapons and more towards high fixes. So I have to hope we can get these together and smash them down, get some good fixes, and get ourselves leveled up, or get ourselves, our fixes leveled up. As for the task, it is just the usual, suppress the new boss fight task, 20 star gems. Really wish they would take the older boss fights and maybe throw them back in for like 5 star gems or something along those lines. That way you have a reason to go back and take them down at the very least. At the very least, the rank 2 variants of them would be really nice, or maybe like the last 2 or something along those lines. As for the title, there's only one title at the moment, or just a few titles. Basically, it's just kill the boss a bunch of times. We don't know if later titles, at least I don't know as of yet, if they will include anything like augment transfer passes. But if that's something that does happen, we'll go ahead and update like a pinned comment or the description. So keep an eye out for that if that's the case. And that'll about do it. Like I said, not a whole lot going on this week. Gonna keep it nice and short, nice and straightforward. Don't want to carry this video on for longer than needed. So like if you enjoyed the video, so if you want to keep up with more, As always, thank you to the channel members. I very much appreciate you guys. You're awesome. Love every single one of your faces. And for today's question of the video, this is more like, this one's just for me, guys, to be perfectly honest. I appreciate you guys answering the coffee question the other day. Very, very, very helpful. However, your boy is a very big fan of cereal. Now, growing up, was there a cereal you guys absolutely loved? And kind of a bonus portion of that question, at any point in time, did that cereal love suddenly change? Whether it's like you swear up and down they changed the formula for that cereal and now it just tastes different even though you bought the exact same kind of box, or maybe like you can say for certain that like maybe your taste buds changed. For me, it's the former. I'm a very big fan of honeycombs. I'm almost 100% positive they changed the formula somewhere down the line because it does not taste anywhere near what it used to taste like. And one quick final note, and I promise I'm all done. Just as a heads up to you guys, our schedule has changed for streaming. We go live at 8 a.m. EST, or sorry, EDT technically, or I guess 8 a.m. ET every morning. So you guys will see us live at 8 o'clock in the morning. We're live from 8 to 5. Skulls should technically be live as this video goes live. She's live from 9 p.m. to 5 a.m. So you guys want to go ahead and check her out. Maybe you're live or you're awake at this hour and you need another streamer to watch. You can go ahead and hang out with Skulls. She'll be live overnight for you guys. Anyway, that's it. Thanks for watching. Much appreciate you guys. Take care, my friends. Peace out.